Welcome back. Yeah, in this session, in this specific part, we will learn about variables. So as usual, then let's create a, a file name variables.py. As you know, all Python files should end with .python extension. So in this section, we will learn about actually variables. So variables are actually containers or storage of data. So there are different, we have learned about different data types, and those data types are stored in a container. For instance, when we say A is equal to 3, actually we're assigning the value 3 at a container A or a memory location A. So how does a variable looks like? Is it just a single letter or how? Yeah, then what are valid variables? Yeah, valid variables, any string, any string. I don't say, but maybe variables, any name I could say, which is not starting with number. And it shouldn't have special character. Except underscore, but among the special characters, it's allowed to use actually underscore. It is allowed to use underscore. What does that mean? For instance, I can say maybe here, current year, something like this, as you can see. Yeah, now based on this, let us see how a Python variable looks like. A is equal to 3. Yeah, that's okay. B is equal to 4. That's okay. But this kind of variable naming has actually a problem because what is this A? What? It doesn't tell what's this data. So it's better to make it mnemonic. What does it mnemonic? For instance, if I say age, and if I say maybe someone's age 81 or something, so this age, this data, this value 81 refers to someone's age. That's why we call it. So this is actually meaningful. So the description is good enough to describe this value. And then maybe if I say G is equal to 9.81. Yeah, but what is this G? What is this G really? Is it gravity or something? But it's hard. So gravity. It's better to say it gravity. That would be a better name. And then pi. Pi is also a very good name, 3.14. You can say just P and 3.1. It still works, but to make it more descriptive and easy to be read, then it's good to make it as descriptive as possible like this. And then if I say name, and if I write this, do you think, is it a very good variable name? What do you think?
Doesn't start with a number.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's a kind of a okay kind, but what this name? Is it a middle name, first name, last name? Yeah, so it's better first name. My first name actually is this one, and last name. So as you can see, this variable name is made of 2 words. In Python, if the variable name is made of 2 words, instead of writing it as one word, there is a convention to use underscore. And we call this camel case, yeah? And then underscore, first name. It's for readability purpose. When it's written as one, it's really hard to read. First name, last name, and maybe if I'm interested, also the middle name. And then I can say also. Yeah. And then maybe country. How about if I say just Finland? Of course, almost everybody can understand if you see Finland, if this is C, maybe you may anticipate that this would be a country, but no anticipation, guys. So it should be just as descriptive, explicit. So it should be just country, right? So city. Now, as you can see, it's not anymore a Python. It's a Python code, but anyone who understands the English language will understand this code because it's so descriptive. Yeah. And then I can say Helsinki. I can move on. Good. And then if you remember, is maybe, for instance, marital status or something. Status. Oh, yeah, married. Yes, and something. Okay. Or is married. We can say true. Yeah. So this is the string. Maybe the skills of someone. Skills, as you can see now. Okay. But what kind of data type are you expecting from this? Now I'm writing skills. What kind of data type do you think I am about to write here?
List or dictionary?
Yeah, that's very good. The most appropriate one would be the list. And maybe I can say I have HTML skill and I may say CSS or maybe JS and the React, and of course Python. Of course, we don't just list down all everything. Or maybe how about shopping list? Shopping list. Do you buy at the shop? Of course, milk, right? And then some meat and some coffee and sugar or some honey. Yeah, the list goes on, right? Yeah, maybe if you populate address or something, some address. If I need address of someone, I think I prefer to put this. Okay, where's the country? Yeah, I think so. I'm using some plugins. As you can see, it's just predicting what I'm just already about to write. So the address, actually the country, maybe Finland, and the city. And yes, it's going to be Helsinki. And then zip code. Zip code. I think this is short enough to be written as one word. And okay, 02700. And then maybe street name. Street name. Sometimes I think just street could be also good enough, like that, and space street. Something like that. As you can see, key value, key value, key value, something like that. So what we learned here actually, how to use a proper descriptive variables for your Python script or code. This is bad practice. And if you remember also when we solved the Euclidean problem here, we use x, y, x1, x2, y1, y2. But here is okay because it's, in mathematics also, this is how we define. If we have two distances, those distances are actually defined by, if we have two pointers, there is a distance between the 2 points, and those 2 points defined as in x1, x2, y1, y2. So that's okay. Do you have any question here? Maybe. Let me show you which is not a valid. What is not a valid? What is not a valid variable name? Okay. How about first name? Is it and I can say Donald. Is it a valid one or not?
No,
Okay, could you be a bit louder?
no, it's not. It should be snake case.
Yes, it's valid, but it's not. It's a valid, but in Python convention, it's not the preferable. So when it comes to validity, yes, it's valid, but just for sake of readability and just, you know, to follow the convention, it's better to make it something like that. But still, it's valid. Okay. Then how about this one? Current year 2024. How about this?
Yes, it's valid.
Yeah, it's valid. How about this one?
Still valid.
Yeah, still it's valid. How about if we move this one to the middle, maybe? How about this one?
At least it's not good for convention, yes.
Yes, but it's not an elegant way of writing, yes. Yes, it's valid, but you don't write like that. How about if we move this to here?
It is not valid.
It's not valid. You can't start any variables with a number. That's actually one of the exceptions you should be careful. But for instance, if I'm declaring num1, 10, and num2, 20. That's okay, as you can see. But you can't do something like this. Okay, or you can't do something like this, like hyphen. Is it okay? Not okay. Why? The subtraction symbol has been already taken, so it should be underscore. I think that's all about variables. If you don't have any question, we will move on to the next lesson. Okay, great.